Greg Mortenson, hero or goat? Who is he? Greg was born on December 27, 1957. He is currently 61 years old. He was born to Irvin and Jareen. They both were teachers, and after he was born, they moved to Tanzania, where they both taught. He currently resides in Bozeman, Montana. His education was the University of South Dakota, Roseville Area High School, and Concordia College. Profession: American professional speaker, writer, veteran, and former mountaineer. He is a co-founder and former executive director of the nonprofit Central Asia Institute, also known as CAI, and the founder of the educational charity Pennies for Peace. He is the author of 3 Cups of Tea, Stones into Schools, and many other books. What did he accomplish? His belief: Mortenson has written and spoken widely about the importance of education and literacy for girls worldwide. He has further stated that girls' education is the most important investment all countries can make. Mortenson convinced Silicon Valley computer pioneer Gene Horney to fund the building of the Corfey School. The mission of the nonprofit organization is to promote education and literacy, especially for girls, in remote mountain regions of Pakistan and Afghanistan. Books: 3 Cups of Tea has since been discredited due to basic facts being called into question, mostly regarding timing of events. Hiking: almost summited K2 in honor of his sister's memory who had passed away. On his trip, his hiking adventure up K2, coming back down, that was where he ran into villagers from Corfey that inspired the school that would be built there eventually. Honors and dishonor. 60 Minutes did a segment where correspondent Steve Croft alleged inaccuracies in Mortenson's books, as well as financial improprieties in the operation of the CAI. Lawsuits. In May 2011, a class action suit was filed against Mortenson on behalf of readers but was dismissed due to prejudice. In October 2013, after a lengthy lawsuit filed by CAI, Philadelphia Insurance Company paid CAI $1.2 million to pay for legal costs involved in the lawsuits and investigations. 3,000 Cups of Tea. After the 60-minute allegations, Jennifer Jordan, Mortenson's longtime friend, and Jeff Rhodes began attempting to refute the claims against Mortenson and made a 2016 documentary titled 3,000 Cups of Tea. Recognition. Numerous awards ranging from Free Spirit of the Year to American Peace Award. Honorary. Mortenson received 16 honorees from colleges and universities for his service. Hero or goat. Overall, Mortenson had good intentions for the education of youth, specifically girls. There may have been some disputes on honesty and timing, but I would say he was a hero for education in Pakistan. But you decide. This is a quote by Greg. When you take the time to actually listen, with humility to what people have to say, it's amazing what you can learn, especially if the people who are doing the talking also happen to be children. And here is a video segment of Greg by PBS.
What I find that many of the troops who are going there for the 3rd or 4th time, I think they're very keenly aware what's most important is about relationships. Pretty much all their emails reiterate that without education, nothing will change in the country. You know, we can drop bombs and do all these other things, but without education, nothing's going to change. One of the officers who I've gotten to be pretty close with, his name is Colonel Christopher Kalenda. He's from Maryland. He's a father. He's got some kids. He's the commander of Fort Operating Base in Nare in Kunar Province, where we're actually going into some of these more volatile areas right now with our girls' schools. And in his email to me, his first email to me, he said that he first introduced, he's the commander of the Sabre Task Force, and the U.S. has been deploying forward operating bases now for about a year and a half, and their main mandate is to build relationships
to win hearts and minds, which is part of the whole
It's actually had quite a
Petraeus counterinsurgency manual that came out last year.
And so he said that ultimately this is a war that not be won with bombs, but with books and ideas that excite the imagination towards peace, tolerance, and prosperity. And ultimately it is education that will determine if the next generation grows up to be illiterate terrorists or literate patriots. The stakes could not be higher. I mean, those are his words, but